G'day YouTube, Max Wright here, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of a demonstration here. I'm going to be showing you how to buy Rune on the native Thorchain. And in doing so, I'm going to be demonstrating one of the most, in my opinion, the most significant technological advance in the cryptocurrency space since the invention of Bitcoin. What Thorchain has done here, in my opinion, is absolutely game-changing, and by orders of magnitude, it is the most exciting thing I've ever heard in the cryptocurrency space. And I'm excited out of my mind about Thorchain. Right above here, up the top, you'll see a link to a Thorchain playlist, and I've got interviews with some just the high-level people who've been in that with Thorchain for a while. I've got videos from me just explaining the magnitude and the potential and also the investment opportunity. I highly recommend you check that video series out. Should appear above the screen right now. But okay, so let's go over here and begin this. Now, as I filmed this is an early stage project, so things change all the time. So you know, things will be outdated quickly, but we're going to do it now. So at the Thorchain website, so it's thorchain.org, links in the description. You can go ahead and go to this website. This website does change all the time. They are quite good about updating things. So, but hopefully it looks something like this. And here's what we're going to need. We're going to need to download one of these. At current, there's 4 front-end interfaces to deal with Thorchain. So Thorchain, what we're going to do, by the way, pardon me, in a decentralized way, without having to trust anybody, we are going to send Bitcoin to another cryptocurrency chain, and then that chain is going to give us back some other coin. So it could be Ethereum, it could be, today we're going to do Rune, but you could trade your Bitcoin for Ethereum, or trade your Ethereum for BNB. And you can do all this in a completely decentralized way, no KYC, no AML, not giving up your privacy. This is an absolute game changer. So we're going to need one of these 4 things. Now, I recommend the desktop. This AsgardX desktop. To me, it seems more safe to have the private keys on your own computer. You know, if you have a PC, you know, you just understand you're a little bit exposed there. More so, the security on that is not very good. If you have a Linux machine or a Mac, you're doing even better. But you'll actually be holding the private keys on your computer. Now, coming up soon, I've heard that within probably weeks, if not months, there will be a connection with Trezor. So you can have your hardware wallet, and I think it's going to integrate with these wallets. Although I don't want to speak out of school and promise something that I can't deliver, but I think that's the rumor coming. But for the moment, we're going to have to host the wallet on our computer. We'll back it up on paper, of course, but it will be on your computer. So go ahead and click AsgardX Desktop, and I think it's going to take us to the GitHub. And just go ahead and click on the latest version. As I recorded, it's 0.2.0. Go ahead and click on that, and here we have all the different makes. So we can make for Linux, we got Mac, and here's a .exe for the PC users. Go ahead, download your relevant one. Go ahead, install it, run it, and what we'll do there is we're going to bring it up. It's going to bring us up to this. And I think we'll go to the home page. I think this is how you see it when you first land. And now here's the really fun part. Here's what I really, really want you to pay attention to and just appreciate what it is that you are seeing, because this is so significant. Okay, we are looking at, there's different pools. Right now, you can buy Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, BNB, BCH, on this chain. So you can use Litecoin to buy Ethereum, or use Bitcoin to buy BNB, right? So it feels like, and it's exactly the same concept as having a Kraken account, having a Coinbase account, and I don't see USDT here yet, but I think it is there somewhere. I'm still learning the interface myself. So it's just like a Coinbase. You can buy and trade stuff in a completely decentralized, trustless way. Again, not giving up your privacy, not having to ask permission, no risk of confiscation of assets like you do if you hold your money at Kraken or Coinbase. If if the authorities send them a letter and say, hey, confiscate their money, they're going to do it. They've got $1 billion business to protect, and they don't want to run afoul of the law, and they're going to do it. With this, there is no person to deal with. So obviously, hopefully you guys are good enough and being involved in the cryptocurrency space enough to understand that means there's no one to call if you forget your password, if you lose your wallet. It is on you. So when you do this, you're going to have to create a wallet. You'll download it. You'll say create a wallet, and it'll give you, I think it's a 12-word password. Write that down. Keep that piece of paper somewhere very, very safe. With that, that is the backup to all of your keys and all of your funds. And what this is, it is a multi-chain wallet, meaning you can store your Litecoin here, your Ethereum here, your Bitcoin here. It is a multi-chain wallet. And it's going to manage all of that for you, all from one single 12-word passphrase key. As long as you have that, you'll have access to all of your wallets. So that piece of paper is your responsibility. Do not lose that. Save it, keep it, put it somewhere fireproof, floodproof, put it somewhere super safe, okay? Okay, so from there, that's very simple. Now you can go ahead and deposit. And so let's say you wanted to deposit BTC. Well, right here is your address to deposit BTC. If you wanted to deposit Bitcoin Cash, here's your address. Ethereum is here, you get it. And by the way, this will grow out. So this is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and there'll be more and more assets here, okay? So you'll have an address here. You'll go from wherever you're sending your Bitcoin from. If you want to send Bitcoin in or Ethereum, I think I just actually, you'll see the transactions here. I've just used all of the Bitcoin in here. So I'm going to actually do this next transaction in Ethereum. So you'll notice I have an Ethereum balance, I have a Bitcoin balance, and I've already bought some Rune token on the Thor network. So in here, what we're going to do is we're going to go and use Ethereum to buy Rune. But I could use Bitcoin, I could use Bitcoin Cash, I could use Binance Coin, I could use Litecoin, okay? So you deposit into these addresses. So you'd send it from Coinbase to that address, for example, if that's where it's coming from. You go ahead and click into the pools, right? And now, okay, so we had an Ethereum balance. I want to buy something else. So we're going to click swap with Ethereum. And there's a little bug here, and it drove me absolutely crazy. But you've got Rune is here by default, but then it does not show up in anywhere else. Like even if you make this not Rune, and let's say, okay, I want to pay with Bitcoin, great, but I want to buy Rune with Bitcoin. Oh, it's there. I kid you not, it just got there. This was not there for like the last 3 days, but okay, it's good. But what I was going to suggest is, let me get out of here, come back into ETH swap. And you'll see it's here. This little icon, which might not mean much to you, it means flip them, and it's the easiest way to do it. So if you want to flip that, it's going to give you Rune is your output. So your input is going to be Ethereum, and Rune is your output. So you just use your sliding scale. You can put 100% of your wallet, you can put 50% of your wallet, or you can just go in here up here and type the exact amount of Ethereum we want to use. Now, if you do 100%, you will need to pay an Ethereum fee you'll need to pay gas on the Ethereum chain to move your Ethereum. And so you can't ever do 100%, but you can do something like 90% probably. So I'm going to go ahead and put that at 99%. And I'm going to send 1.77 Ethereum to Thorchain, and they are going to spit back to me 391 Rune. Okay? So you just go ahead, and again, I can't stress how important this is. No one has ever done this before with an interface this clean, this beautiful. There's something called atomic swaps, but it's a lot more clumsy, a lot less useful. It's peer-to-peer, it's not peer-to-pool. This is peer-to-pool. There is a pool of Rune sitting there waiting for me to come and buy it if I want. And I click swap. I don't need to ask anybody's permission. I don't need to find somebody who's willing to sell me Rune for their Ethereum. None of that. It's peer-to-pool, not peer-to-peer. So all I do is go ahead and do click swap. I put in the my password here. I hit confirm and done. It is happening. The swap is happening super fast. So this is nearly 2 Ethereum. So yeah, we're talking in the order of about $6,000 worth, and it's done. Now, if you want to, you can click here and view the transaction. Can I copy that? No. I mean, it's going to pop up over here. Let me bring it on the screen. So I can view this transaction on the Ethereum chain and confirm it if I wanted to. That's going to be right in here. Okay, and so there it is on the Ethereum chain. Okay, it was a real transaction. It's happened. I'm going to kick back to the app AsgardX. I'm going to go ahead and click finish. Okay, and now I'm going to head back to my wallet and see what happened. And you can see now I no longer have the Ethereum. Oh, actually, it hasn't gone through yet. I believe that was a Bitcoin transaction just got deposited. Is that true? Hang on, let me hit refresh here. We should not be seeing 1.77 Ethereum because I just used it. So interesting. I don't think it's updated on the Ethereum here because I don't believe I have 1.7 Ethereum anymore. I think I just used it to buy all of this rune. So you can see the rune balance went up, and the Ethereum one hasn't gone down. I presume that's just a mistake and it hasn't refreshed yet, but the Ethereum balance should have come down. So it was as simple as that, guys. Just a handful of clicks. Now, if you've used like Uniswap or SushiSwap, you kind of like you understand. It's like, oh, okay, that was like super simple, but that was limited to only within the Ethereum ecosystem. It's like you could trade, one Ethereum token for another Ethereum token, any other ERC20 tokens. We just did this cross-chain, native Bitcoin to native Rune. And if I wanted to go ahead and buy Ethereum with my Bitcoin, I could do it in just as many steps. Any asset to any asset, just done in the blink of an eye, permissionless, trustless, no third party. And this is the beginnings of DeFi. All of the cool things, you've heard all the DeFi things just popping over the last like 12 months. It's super exciting because you can do DeFi things in the Ethereum network. You can do DeFi things in the BNB network. Well, now you're going to be able to do DeFi things cross-chain. It's like lock up my Bitcoin and let me borrow Ethereum. Or lock up my Ethereum and let me borrow Litecoin. Or all the kinds of crazy fun derivatives and things that will flow from this is mind-blowing. So guys, let me know in the description below. Did you find this tutorial useful? Was it easy enough to follow? And are you excited by Thor and Rune as well as me? And guys, remember, look for that Thor playlist. It'll probably appear up here at the very top again. Watch the Thor playlist. We've got some really cool interviews there. If they're not released, they're coming very, very soon. And I highly recommend that you check it out. So yeah, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. Really cool things coming, and I will see you soon.